see the transits. The moon is opposite the sun, Venus, and Mars and Leo. So we have this full moon in Aquarius that makes us want to spend time with people socially, and then you have this opposition in Leo that makes you want to shine. You have the sun, Venus, and Mars. Oh, wow. Look at all that power. Look at all that ego. Look at all that initiation and activation of your purpose and love. But it's about you. It's not about the collective. And so this full moon, you're going to want to go be around people and then be like, look at me, bitch. Look at what I am putting down. Look at what I've been doing. You feel like you want to show off. We've been through a lot with all these retrogrades and stuff like that. And now you're starting to feel better and you want to go out and flaunt your peacock feathers. But beware that everyone else wants to flaunt their peacock feathers too. So be gracious and show love. Show love to your fellow Soul Tribe members. Give people their props. Make it a positive time. Or you could be in danger of getting your little feelings hurt. People might feel more competitive and jealous of each other. That's part of it. And it's okay. You'll get through it. You'll learn your lesson from it. Oppositions are challenges. They're challenges. So maybe next time this transit comes around, you'll do better. Some of us are mature enough to be like, to share the spotlight, and some of us are not. Let's just be honest. So then now you also have this moon sextile Chiron, which is trine Leo. Chiron is trine Leo with the sun, Venus, and Mars. And that's significant because Chiron is that energy that's making us kind of get out of the fog. Chiron's coming out of Pisces and into the ever-loving light that, I am not here to be toiled with by other people's freaking wounds and by other people's mishaps or misunderstandings of me. I am good, even if I have to be by myself. Even if I have to kick it alone. That's Chiron and Aries. Chiron and Aries is like the wounded warrior that gets shot in battle and is dragging its leg. And some of us are coming out of relationships that have torn us to shreds. That's Chiron and Pisces, where you feel like, I love him. I love her so much. If only, I let them nibble on my leg. Maybe they'll love me back. Or if only I gave them half of my bank account for their business. Maybe we'll get married. Just all this delusional ass shit. And now you're coming into the idea that that's never going to happen. What was I thinking? Why did I waste my time? So with Aquarius, the moon sextiling Chiron, it might bring back like old memories, or even old people might pop up into your system, and you might be tempted to rehash, even in your mind, old shit. Or you might get psychic impressions of your past relationship and make you not feel good about yourself. You might be tempted to judge yourself or to not feel jovial, wanting to hang out with people, remembering like what happened the last time you went out, or you might not feel like completely with it. Chiron always gives you like this sense of insecurity, or you might get around other people and feel like defensive, like you have to stand up for yourself. Just know that it's all in your head. Nobody's looking at you like that. Nobody is attacking you, and nobody's coming for you. This is how you're feeling about yourself, and you're projecting it onto the group. Get it? Let me see. And then you have the moon square Uranus, or your anus. I don't know how people always correct me when I speak on these things. It's funny. I don't know. You get it. And Taurus. Okay. And that's retrograde. Oh, okay. And Uranus is well, Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. And you have it in this stubborn but sexy Taurus about your money. So you might be tempted to go out and splurge and spend more money because you've been in the house. You've been psychically in the house. You have been healing. You have been, and sometimes maybe torturing yourself. So you might feel like, oh, I've been cooped up. I'm going out. I'm splurging. But pay attention to how much you spend. Don't blow all your money. Be wise. Pay attention to what you're doing. Uranus makes you feel like, I just want to do what I want to do, and I want to do it right now. All of a sudden, you turn around and you're late on your rent. And you don't want that. So pay attention. Pay attention to what you're doing, why you're doing it, because the moon, full moon, square Uranus will make you feel like everything's going to be all right. At the end, I just want to have fun. I know I'm kind of feeling like that. I'm not going to lie. I'm not in danger of spending too much, but I know that I've been in the deep, and I kind of just want to let go. And there's nothing wrong with that. I just have to be wise. And then on the other end here, we have Jupiter sextile the moon, which is kind of in the same line as Uranus sextile the moon, just about, except for Jupiter. Jupiter makes you want to do it big, and Uranus makes you want to do whatever you want. And for some of us, that's doing it big, Your psychic impressions are heightened, though. That's also what it means. It's like the moon has to do with your intuition and your connection to Mother Nature and everything around you. So spending time in nature with your friends, having a little tribal party, where everybody pitches in and everybody feels included. Don't make it all about you. And you should have a wonderful time. But we have this trine here between Jupiter, Chiron, the Sun, Venus, and Mars. That's an interesting mix. To overcompensate for the lack of self that has been developed yet, because Chiron is still really new, transiting through Aries, trying to find who you are and stand in who you are, really. Well, you're not completely standing up in who you are, but you're getting a little taste of it. And so that will create a scenario of arrogance. Arrogance happens when we're not completely confident in ourselves. We have a little confidence, and we want to remove ourselves from any insecurity or any darkness. A lot of us want to move past the stages of healing. And some of us beat ourselves up too much. It's really hard to find a balance, especially like with fire sign energy. Fire sign energy wants to stay far away as it possibly can from the emotional, vulnerable expression of weakness, And so, yeah, you could feel like I'm good. This full moon will make you feel like I've arrived. I've arrived, bitch. There's there's nothing wrong with that. You have earned your stripes. It's kind of like being in Boy Scouts or Girl Scouts with without the abuse. I'm just talking about the initiations that you go through when you learn how to make fire, or you learn how to pitch a tent. You get your stripes, you get a badge. Look at it like that. But you're definitely not finished. No, none of us are. None of us are. And that's okay. Like, be okay with celebrating your milestones, but don't get so carried away that you think you're better than your soul tribe. And you need to, I'm removing myself from everybody. Bye, hoes. Okay. Well, I love you guys very much. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll be in Savannah for the full moon doing kind of initiation type deal ceremony and root work for a long time fairy member. And then there's going to be a couple of other girls that they're from Savannah that I frequent. We commune often with readings and guidance and stuff like that. And be sure to stay tuned. I guess I'm starting to come out of my shell a bit. So I'll talk to you guys soon. Have a very good day. Peace.